you don't have to have a smile on your face to have this deep level of core happiness, right? If you came on my show and had a big smile on your face and were pretending that everything was okay, here's the problem. On the inside, you're crying, you're really upset, you feel sad, and on the outside, you're trying to pretend that that's not happening.
Yeah.
Now, there may be a role for that in certain instances in life, but you were sad, but you were aligned.
Yeah.
Right?
And
so you were happy. You were actually happy.
I spent years of my career not aligning at all. I would show up, feel like I was literally falling apart inside, but be on the radio going, hey, welcome to the show. And it felt horrible, jarring, edgy, not great. And, you know, although I probably wouldn't go back and do it much differently because nobody necessarily wants to hear every day someone coming on saying they feel awful. But I think I could have met myself in the middle somewhere and been a little bit more honest and a bit more honest with myself. And I guess the way that all of us do this, and I think most of us have done this at some point, is of course on social media, where, you know, luckily there are lots of people on social media now who will show up and say, I've got anxiety or I'm not feeling good or whatever. But a lot of the time we are still looking to those people that their lives look so shiny and perfect. And even though I know all this stuff and I write about it and I talk about it, I will still go on and sometimes see other people and go, oh my, how are they they've got everything so sorted and they look amazing and everything's going brilliantly. And I'm like, I've got so much laundry downstairs that is crumpled in a basket and I haven't got any food at the moment. I need to go and get cat food after I've done this podcast. Like everything feels a little bit like, am I going to make it to the end of the day and have done everything? And I feel a bit, and it's, you know, we all fall into that. And we might have also portrayed ourselves in that way, been on Instagram to hopefully have people give us validation. So we've put on a better version of ourselves to get that like.
Yeah, this in particular, I think, relates to what we were saying about alignment. You know, I've been thinking about the authenticity recently. And, you know, I wrote a section in the book that I really love about authenticity. I spent ages thinking about it. And I think at the moment, even the concept of authenticity has been hijacked.
Yeah.
So you have what I call performative authenticity, which actually is not authenticity, as opposed to true authenticity. So, and you actually really do, we can all fall into this trap on social media because it kind of rewards performative authenticity. So if you pretend to be someone you're not and you get validation for that, you've got a big problem.
Massive problem.
Right? You've got a big problem. And there are actually many, you know, in inverted commas, influencers who are well known to be crying on the inside, literally struggling, because the image that they are portraying is nothing like their life. And you can know this stuff. I can know it. You can know it.
We
can
still
write
fall
about
into it.
Yeah. And we can fall into thinking everyone's got a better life than us. Yeah. It's called, I think, perfectionist presentation. We have this tendency to, you know, does someone want to see the laundry overflowing in the basket and the mess in the kitchen? Do you know, is that what people want to see? Well, I don't know. Like, do we want to post that? It's really tricky, isn't it? Because that would be real.
I like to do a bit of both, I think. But the really interesting thing about that section of your book was something that I've given a lot of time to sort of privately. Maybe I haven't voiced it as much. And that is the notion of authenticity, because sometimes we think that's a fixed thing. Like, I know who I am and I will always show up as that person, which seems very dead-ended. Whereas surely we should always have a curiosity about, well, who the hell am I? Like, we don't really know, do we?
We don't know. We did know, right? I passionately believe that most of us as children knew, right? We've all got a memory from childhood. For me, it's kind of, I don't know, 4 or 5 years old, on the grass in our garden, playing cricket with my brother, like, you know, I think saluting the trees because I think I scored a 50, you know. But what was I? I was in the moment.
Yeah.
I was present. I wasn't fretting about the future. I wasn't worrying about the past. I was just there, right? I was being who I was. And the more I think about core happiness, the more I think about this is frankly just a journey back inwards to where we once were, that we have somehow lost by society, by culture, by conditioning. And so I think we all have it within us somewhere.
Yeah.
Like, we had it and we can get back to it.